Yo, what up, though? What's good? What is good? What is good? Hope everybody had a great weekend. What up, though? I went and saw, what was that, Godzilla yesterday. I did go and see that. It was alright. It was alright. You know, it was alright. In my opinion. I don't know about y'all. What up, though? What's good? Lady Sun Goddess, what up, though? Eugene, Mike, Batman fan, Soul Bro, William, what up, though? C. Oliver, what up, though? TR Dub, Dana, what up, though? What's up? What's good? We're going to talk about a little something different today. I ain't want to really talk about no fire sticks, like specific fire sticks. We'll get into that another day. But I do want to talk about some storage, how you can, if you want, you can stream to your fire stick. You can stream to a little bit of anything. All right. So you can stream. That's what it is. You can stream to pretty much any device you want. Right. It's that simple. Really, if you have like an Android, and you can stream to create your own media library on and stream to Apple, Roku, pretty much everything. If you're using the Apple, then you will have to get an application. You can use a free version. I suggest that you pay for it, but get the Infuse, INF as in Fred, USE app. Get the paid version. Go on, pay the little $5 to $10. I can't remember how much it is, and I'm telling you, it's going to be worth your while. Now, I do want to discuss some of the equipment that you can use and what I suggest that you use as far as locally storing your media content. We have, I'm quite sure you heard of like NAS's, DAS's, just about a month ago, we even talked about the cloud. But, you can go any way you want, really. But I do want to show you a few things that some of y'all may not know about. Some of y'all, you may not even have to get a NAS or DAS or any cloud. If you want to just keep everything local, there are some devices that you can get that will plug into your PC, that will plug into devices like the Zedu. And not only that, it will plug into your router. Because if you got a more up-to-date router, even if you got a travel router, you can be able to share your media across your platform. Wherever you at, you'll be able to share it and then go from there. But the thing about it, if you plug it into your home router, you can't get to it as long as you turn on the Ready Share or the sharing option. You'll be able to get to it regardless of wherever you at in the world. And yes, you can watch your TV shows, your movies. Also, you'll be able to watch or listen to your music. All right. It's let me see this. Salute. What up, though? I see everybody. I don't know what's going on my YouTube, but let me see something. Let me refresh that. There we go. All right. What is up? So look, let me do this right quick. And just show you some of the options that you have. Now, I'm gonna tell you like this: if you do not want to get a NAS, you do not want to get a DAS, you don't want to hook up anything to your PC, depending on your PC, how powerful, it might not be as powerful as some of these other individuals that actually put their content on there. Where if you got a router within the last I'm gonna say the last 8 years, your router comes with a USB port on it. And again, it's something like this. I'm just giving you a generic picture right here. And again, all routers pretty much do the same thing. They actually give you Wi-Fi, right? But here it is. If you look on this picture right here, it has a dedicated USB on it. Some routers may have two, some of them even have three, but you get a USB port and you can plug your external hard drive right into there and actually share it, across your network, including setting it up for your Plex or just setting it up to use VLC or the Nova video player. But again, it's best when you get your own router. All right. That way you control everything. When you get your own equipment, guys, get your own modem and get you a nice, decent router. All right. I'm telling you, if you can I know everybody cannot get their modem. All right, fine and dandy. But if you can get your own router, it makes a world of a difference because now you're controlling your network. The cable providers doesn't need to know your password, your username. They don't need to know any of that to make it work. Not only that, guys, you can go on here and set up your own network, give it its own name. Some routers even come with VPN options. Some of y'all like to use VPNs. Well, with a router, some of the routers, I'm not saying all, but some routers actually give you the VPN option that you can turn on and it can run your household. It can protect your household. That way, if I'm in Detroit, I can use Chicago, I can use Cleveland, I can use New York. So I can even go down to Hawaii and use one of their networks on my router. So that that service and technology doesn't come with all routers, but there are a few of them out there that actually carry that technology and where you can use a VPN on the router. But at the end of the day, guys, it's just really all about your network and how your network is running. For years, I ran my Plex because I had a USB hard drive, external hard drive, uh, on connected to my router. For years, I done it. I'm talking like probably 4 or 5 years, 6 years that I actually use my router that's still going top notch to today. And I got the Netgear X10. I got the Netgear Nighthawk X10 that comes with a dedicated Plex server built inside. And again, not all routers come with the Plex server. But nowadays, you don't even need it. That's why they don't even make any routers with a dedicated Plex server because you don't need it. Because once you turn on the share option, you can have Plex on your PC, on your NAS, wherever you want, and you can direct it to go right at your router and pull the content. It is that easy today compared to like 6, 7, 8 years ago. But again, if you have that USB, you could do a lot with it, a lot, and have fun and do everything else. Now, as far as a NAS, right? As far as a NAS, some of y'all actually have a NAS. A NAS is great. A NAS actually connects to your router. All right, you can run a Ethernet cord up out of your router and go right into your NAS. Now the thing about a NAS is awesome. It has, look, a decent NAS. That's all you pretty much need. I do have a medium. It's not a lightweight, but it's not a heavyweight either. So I'm more in the middle, and it does just what I need it to do. But the thing about it, NAS come with so much software, guys. Like, you can build your own media library within the NAS and not use Plex if you know what you're doing. You can do surveillance like on your house. Uh, you can do so many programs. If you got a small business, you can use your NAS on that because they give you so much. It's so much in there that they give you so many applications and programs that you can use in there that will help you manage your collection or just manage your personal life, period. But a lot of you, including myself, do not use the NAS to its fullest capability. We just have a NAS. And the only thing our NAS do is what? It holds on to our media library, our movies, our TV shows, our music, pictures, personal documents that we need. Some of y'all put your 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 social security card, your numbers, your whole family is on there. That way it's safe, and you go from there. It's pretty nice. Again, depending on, if you got Ethernet ports running throughout your home, you can connect the NAS anywhere in your home as long as it's connected via Ethernet port. And you can run it. You can wirelessly send data back and forth, which is amazing. But they have so many options. The thing I would tell you is definitely do your research when it comes to a NAS. It's so many options. But again, a lot of NAS come with no disk. All right. One of the knocks on the NAS is that what it costs a lot of money, right? The disc costs a lot of money. And unfortunately, that's what you get, when you're getting it. Because it's really, in my opinion, it's definitely for business. You know, it's definitely you can use it strictly for business, and keep moving. A lot of grocery stores use NAS, saving receipts, everything. They just save everything, but that's because that's what it's for. All right, so you can go with 4 terabyte drives, eight, some sixes, some 12s, some 14s, some 18 terabytes, and you can go with that. And it's pretty solid, man. It's pretty solid. And like I said, it's so much you can do with it. You can store your applications on this bad boy and hold it when you're setting up a device. If you want, you can connect to the device and install your applications from there. Really, if you're out of town, say like if I was to go to like my cousin's house in Atlanta and I store my applications on this drive. When I get to Atlanta, I can actually go into my NAS setup. I can use a program and go into the NAS and actually program some devices, while I'm in a whole nother state. So it's so much you can do, man. It's so much you can do with a NAS. Um, and the reason I'm doing this because I get emails and people want to know. People want to understand what they're getting involved in. But again, this can be very expensive when you're talking about tools and you're talking about 4 drives, and some of them got more drives, and it's a lot. It's a lot when it comes to these. But again, you can definitely get one. Really, if you're talking about running, or keeping some vital information stored away. Also, they got something that's called direct attached storage, aka DOS. Very similar to NAS, but these are DAS. These are direct attach, storage devices. Instead of you plugging this bad boy up to your router, you can do this. You can do it. But a lot of people actually use a DOS to connect it directly to their computer. They do it to connect directly to the Zedo. They do it to connect to multiple streaming sources. But again, you can use your router, and guess what? You can turn that DOS into a NAS for the Lolo. All right, for the Lolo. And so again, it does what it's supposed to do, and it is very, very similar to a NAS. And that's what you can do as well. Now, I know some people that actually didn't know, but they got a DOS and they got it connected directly into their Zedo. And the good thing about that is the Zedo, as you know, you can send everything over wirelessly. You can send it over there. You can sit at your computer or on your phone, on your tablet, and you can connect to the Zedo wirelessly. And you can get, by you doing that, you can get to your DOS and you can store your data that way. Or you can just sit at the computer and send everything over. You ain't got to use no flash drives. You ain't got to do none of that. None of that. And you will be good to go. You'll be good to go. And there's so many options. Look, so many options that you can do this on. Again, just do your research and you will be good to go. Again, it's so many of them. You can do the RAID 1s, RAID 0, RAID 1s, RAID 10, whatever you like, you can do it. You can even use something like this and connect to your Zedo or connect it to your router and turn it into a NAS. Not everybody need a NAS. Hold up, guys. I hear somebody knocking. Hold up just a second. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Had to handle some business at the door. Where was I at? Just talking about the DOS. What's up, Loomis? What's good? I see you up in here. Cordelia, what up, though? What's good? But again, guys, y'all can look up these DOS. They all on Amazon. They everywhere. Again, you can get a DOS that you can even go to Micro Center and get one. All right. So you definitely can go to Micro Center and get one. It's pretty solid. As far as saving your media, like I said, the whole goal of this is to save your media. Always make a copy of it. That way, if something go down, you got a copy. Everything is straightforward, as you see right here. So many of them, and you can get the job done. Also, with media, all right. If you look on here, this is at Micro Center. All right. You can look at some of these right here, 16 terabytes, 20 terabytes. There's a reason I'm looking at something like this. All right. There's a reason why. And again, you can connect these. You can connect any external drive into, again, your router via USB. All right. But again, these are nice. I'm going to tell you why I like these. And again, it really comes down to personal preference. These are basically external hard drives to hold data. All right. So, yes, your 4K can go on here. Yes, your 720 can go on here. Yes, your music can go on here. So much you can put on here. At the end of the day, what I like about this, say this is your main drive. But here it is. This drive also give you a USB. If you see it right there, I'm gonna see if I can get a little closer. This one particular model gives you an extra USB. So meaning even if you got this one connected to a router or connected to your Zadu, you can get another external drive and connect it to here. That way, if this one never goes out, whatever you have connected, and they got I don't know if this type C is a data. I'm assuming this is, going back and forth with data, but we know this USB is. All right. So you can probably get like another external hard drive and connect to this bad boy. It's as simple as that. It's real nice. As you see right here, they got the phone connected so you can send data from your phone into here. So some of y'all who be recording, some of y'all who be doing things on your tablet, on your phone, recording and doing things like that, you can actually put this bad boy directly onto your external hard drive. It's as simple as that. It's a nice little product. Not saying you have to get something like this, but this is nice. All right. It's very, very nice, and you can get the job done with this one. I like it pretty much. Um, I was introduced to this one maybe about 3, 4 years ago. I still have mines. Um, it's not this model right here, but it's very, very similar. It just doesn't have the Type C on there. But again, you can connect to this. Uh, and that way you got, here it is. This could be your main, and then you can have one as your backup on here. Really, if you got something that only has one drive on it. And yes, your computer would pick up on it, or whatever device you have connected will pick up on it. And I think I like this one though. I'm not gonna even lie. But again, they have other models on here. Some people even go as far as using a USB hub, and they connect it to their drive as well, or they connect it to their router. The whole thing I would like for you to know, definitely always back up. Now, one of the questions is going to come up, whether you ask it here or you send me an email. Dale, can I put 4K content on a device like this? And the answer is yes. You can put your 4K on it. You can put anything, pretty much media on this bad boy. All right. The goal is just to make sure you back it up. All right. So if this device was to ever fail, you always have a backup. That's the whole point of having and starting your media library. We ain't talking about nothing else. We just talking about storing your media. Again, you could just use something like this. You can use two of them. It really doesn't matter. You can even go back if you want. You can get a USB hub that'll connect to your device, your streaming device, or connect it to your router, and you can go with something like this. This is something that I have right here. This is old school right here. All right. And again, I got into a big debate over this and what you can put on here, what you shouldn't put on here. At the end of the day, any hard drive can go down. But you got some NAS that that will, hey, get a NAS, get something that's meant for a NAS. Fine and dandy. If that's what you want to do, you can do it. But you can also get this. You can get something like this that will hold your media. The whole goal to this, backup. That's pretty much what it is, backup. So you might want to get two of them. You ain't got to start with no 12 terabyte. You can start with something that's a 4 terabyte or a 6 terabyte just to get your feet wet and go from there. It's pretty straightforward. So if you come across somebody and they say, oh, you got to get a NAS only. And when I'm talking about a NAS only drive, right? Let's go to Seagate NAS drive, right? You may see something like this. Let me make this larger. You may see something like this Seagate Iron Wolf NAS. And then at the bottom right hand corner, it might tell you your, 4 terabyte, 6 terabyte, 8 terabyte, 12 terabyte, at the end of the day. But if this is what you want, I'm not going to tell you that you don't need this. If this is the way you want to go, you can go this route. I'm not, as far as performance on your NAS or your DAS, yes, this may be the best way to go. It's supposed to, listen, it's supposed to hold your media, maintain it, all of that. It's supposed to do everything. Sometimes it comes down to the speed. So you got to look at, the 7,200 RPMs versus the 5,400 RPMs and stuff like that. Sometimes it comes to, is it a SATA 3.0? All that type of stuff. That's what guys. Some people even look at, do you want a 3.5 versus a 2.5? The 256, megabyte, all that stuff. Sometimes it comes down to that. If you want faster transfers, then you're gonna go with a higher end drive. That's just what it is. At the end of the day, when it comes to your media, it's all about transferring. So yes, if you get you a cheaper, lower end external hard drive, and you want to put some, let's just say some 4K, a 20 terabyte movie on there. Well, some of these drives, it may take 10 minutes, but a lower end, a cheaper external drive, it might take 22 minutes, so it will vary, but some people don't care about that. They just want I'm going to send it over and I'm going to bed. In the morning, it should be done and I should be good to go. That's what I used to do when it comes to the external drives. And I used to get all of my data, all of my movies and TV shows, right? I will come home and get everything. Sometimes I will have 15 films ready to go. And guess what? At night, I did everything at night. I got the movies, the TV shows, all of that. And all I did was plug it up to my computer, or if I had it plugged up to my NAS, and I sent it over. All right. Sent it over. And by the time I woke up, everything was done. You know, it would be like I'm sending probably a total of, 13, 14 terabytes. I will have a lot of movies and TV shows that I will sit over there and I will send it. And, yeah, it took a little lengthy time. At the end of the day, I got what I wanted, and I never had a drive that actually went out on me. I haven't had an external drive that went out on me yet. Now I done had my disk drive inside of my computer go out, but never had my external drives go out. Never, ever, ever. What's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? But at the end of the day, these are some of the best devices you can get that you can hold, that, you can hold your media, your movies, your TV shows and things like that, But again, it definitely come down to your network. So definitely, if you can, get you a nice little router that can handle. Let me see if y'all got any questions. Luma's in the building. What up, though? Dave say, "Oh, Ugreen has an eye going through Kickstarter right now. Will be released soon." Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would mess with that yet. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. It could be a good one. I don't know. I'll probably, as of right now, knowing that this is their first one, and not to knock them, I'll probably go. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's a good one. I would definitely have to see it though. Say, would it be safe to keep the hard drives running on Amber X? Would it decrease lifespan? Um, Again, look. I got a drive that was running, and that's kind of a hard thing because again, mine still work to this day. I got an old school drive that still work, and I started that back in like 2008, 2009. I started it, and I just recently disconnected it, probably about like a year ago. I used to have it plugged up over there, but I took it to loose. I do have another external drive, a more up to date, but it's still. I mean, I don't. I think as long as you take care of it and it do what it's supposed to do, I guess that can vary. I honestly I believe that varies. Uh, but it didn't. It didn't. It didn't. Mine still work. So I don't know. And look, we use Plex every day. Somebody's watching something Plex every day. And so that bad boy will run. And, depending on the day, if we got family over and things like that, sometimes that bad boy will run almost 24 hours, if not 24 hours, because somebody was always watching. So I will come home from work, somebody in there, my daughters, my sons, they watching the movie. So it really is up to, it comes down to the device. How much what we used ours. So it really varied. That's a tough question to answer, because some people will tell you, yeah, it's gonna go out quick. But none of my external hard drives went out. None of them. And we use them bad boys. We use them and use them, put them on the Zadoo. We use them, and it never went out. So You can use it on the Amber X. You can definitely use it on the Amber X. But as far I can't give you and say, hey, in 5 years it's going to go out. That's a tough one right there. You just got to get you a reliable device as far as an external hard drive. And I would say definitely go with a name brand that's recognized. But at the end of the day, though, I would say, Bernie, just make sure you back it up. Back up your content because it don't matter. Anything can happen. A surge can come through your home and hit that main NAS or main drive, external hard drive, and yeah, it could be a wrap. But if you got your backup, you'll be good to go. So it just my stuff is in the basement. I don't know if like I said, my stuff has always been in the basement. My setup, I ain't gonna say my stuff, but my setup has always been in a cool place in the house. So in the basement where it's cool, uh, I don't know. It just depends on your house, you know, your setup. It, that's a hard question to say. Remember, I had an individual that actually said that it won't work, and I had to prove him wrong. No shade on him, but I had to prove him wrong and say the information that you're presenting on your live is absolutely incorrect because I've been using an old school external for years, and I just recently unplugged it, and it's over here, right here in the corner. I can go and get it, and you will look at it and be like, man, what the heck? And it still run like a powerhouse. But I would say my best thing to tell you, just back up everything you do. Have one connected to your computer, some other source, just have you a backup that way, because can't nobody give you a time period on these devices. Again, mine's been running since 2008 when I first purchased it. And so we'll be talking what, 19, 20, 21, what, 16 years? Yeah, hold up. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, 16 years. 16 years and it still worked. Never had a fail, no drive, nothing. So that's what I would say. Because it's hard for you to put a lifespan on there. And again, everybody's house and everything is different. And again, mine stay down here in the basement. My router is in the basement. My modem is in the basement. So yeah, it's kind of cool down here. Even at my other house, everything was in the basement. So I know everybody don't have a basement, but I would say definitely don't leave it in the sun. Don't put it in front of your big old window in front of your house. Put it somewhere where it doesn't hit the sun or anything like that. So Damien say, yo, I have a huge tower PC server case, and I'm actually working on scaling it down into a rack mounted case so that I can put it on my home theater equipment rack. That's what's up, Damien. That is what's up. That's what's up. What's up, Dale? A cheap place to pick up a cheap NAS is retail stores, liquidation sales, and pick up a used one, but to only sell them towards the end of the sale just in case no one knew. That's from Dennis. Yeah, I always bought mine brand new. I never bought a used one. I do know some people who actually buy them. They buy them. So absolutely, I understand. What up, E? Say I got that 9x1 multi-viewer 4K. Am going to swap out my old 4x1, which was powered by micro. This now don't have a micro USB. Don't have micro and USB. Hold on, let me read that again. Good night. I have that 9x1. So he's talking about a multi-viewer. We actually discussed the multi-viewer Some people may not know what a multi-viewer is. I will show you that right now. If you don't have one of these, then definitely you're missing. Some people want to say, oh, I can multi-view my IPTV. Nah, we're not talking about that. We're talking about multi-viewing all. You can't multi-view your Xbox or your PS5. Nah, it's levels to this. There are levels to it. And so when we talk about multi-viewer, check this out. This is what we're talking about. These are multi-viewers. Some of them are 4x2, some of them 4x1, some of them do 1080, some of them do 4K. This is the one, this is a 9 channel. So let me do this. Let me click on this bad boy. So this is a multi-viewer. This is 9 channels, meaning you can set up 9 devices. And so all of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are all inputs. This is the one that I have right here. These are all inputs, and they come out and goes into your television. All right. And what it does, not only can you hook up a cable box, a Blu-ray, a game console, you can hook up a computer if you want, a laptop, streaming devices, anything that is HDMI, including, yes, your phone, yes, your tablet, and you can display it just like this over your device. Some of us have many streaming devices. Some of us have larger TVs, and some of us this will work for because we watch a lot of sports. Some of y'all, especially you guys that like to gamble, you can pull that up. Some of y'all like stocks, so you can watch ESPN and have 3, 4 sources actually displaying your stocks. You can do so much with this, and it makes it look so good. Now, a 9 might be an overkill for you. A 9, you might be like, man, I don't need no 9 devices. And that's fine and dandy because you can always go back and get you a regular 4-to-1, which is something like this. All right. And let me look at the back right here. And again, you got, sorry about that. You got 4 inputs. All right. You got 4 inputs and 1 output. You even can hook the projector, your computer, whatever this VG is, you can hook that up as well. All right. Straightforward. And it'll have your TV looking like this. So you can have your PS5 or Xbox in one. You can have your Apple TV in another. You can have your Nvidia Shield in another. And you can have your tablet if it's compatible. And you can have that all on your TV. And they can look like this. They got multiple angles that they're present, like 1 to 3. But the bigger the television, the better it looks. All right. Now, also with these devices, you can hook up surveillance. All right. You can do that on some of these devices and then go from there. Again, they got all type of models. For me, I always look for 4K. Well, now I look for 4K in and 4K out. That's how I look at my device. But you can go 1080p. It looks good. Definitely. But do not get it mixed up with a switch. A switch is only going to give it to you. Look, when we first started getting into this, it was no $50. I think the cheapest one was like $90 to $100. They got these things on here. You can catch them for $50. Look at this. They got a 4K HDMI multi-viewer, 4-to-1. Look at that, $60. Look at that, a multi-viewer, $54. All right, but it just comes down to what you like, and what you need as far as the multi-viewer. And again, and the reason I got one because I did have a lot of devices. Also, um, um, IPTV service. You know, watching. I think who was it? Gears, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, he got the multi viewer, but he was charging extra. But if you had lines that you can use, say if you had 5 lines, meaning on 5 different devices, well, then you can use these lines on other devices and connect them here. But he was charging like an extra $20 for that multi-viewer. I said, well, shoot, if I go and get me a 1080p multi-viewer that cost me $90, well, it pays for itself because I can use them other lines on other devices and be able to watch whatever I want to watch, change all of that. It paid for itself. Instead of paying him, I was, using it on other devices, and said, shoot, 40 and roughly 4 to 5 months it paid for itself, and it was over and done with. And so again, multi-viewers are very, 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 very nice and different. And again, you can put, your surveillance on your house. We actually have one that we can use as well. So it's pretty nice. So if you don't have a multi-viewer, definitely consider, because it is not the same as your IPTV service multi-viewer. And again, the bigger the television, the better it is. What up, though, Peter? I think I saw an email from you today, so I'm gonna get back as soon as the live is over. You say, Superdell, did you hear that Nvidia bought Nintendo 5? Bought Nintendo 5 is making their next console. We heard about that. There was supposed to be a collab. DJ Black Tiger, like 3 or 4 years ago, it was supposed to be a collab with them. If I'm not mistaken, I think inside the Switch now it is running Nvidia Tegra 1. If I'm not mistaken, let me see. Let me just make sure. Nvidia Tegra X1 on Nintendo Switch. If I'm not mistaken. Nintendo lives. All right, so yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they always been in collab, DJ Black Tiger, DJ Black Tiger. So it always been that. Man, listen, one thing when it comes to video, Nvidia has been into a lot. We just found out last year, like midway, that we thought the Nvidia Shield was the first of its kind to actually do a Android gaming console. Well, that wasn't true because they were behind, and I'll show you right here. What was the name of it? And I got a couple other Android I'll show it. Nvidia be into a little bit of everything. Everything. You say, are those devices Bluetooth? If you're talking about the multi-viewer, nope. They don't need to be Bluetooth. They just there to carry out the video feed. Yup. It was this right here. It was called the Ouya. Some of y'all may know about it. Some of y'all may not. And come to find out, when we did our digging, let me do some images. Here it is right here. We did our digging, and Nvidia was behind this. Not to say that they owned the Ouya, but this device, this concept was taken because once they went out of business, the Nvidia Shield was already prepping to make not the Nvidia Shield, Nvidia was already prepping to make a gaming console, which is now what? The Nvidia Shield TV. And they got the concept from this, right? Very, very nice device, as you see right here. Bluetooth controller, run your retro games. It wasn't that powerful. I think it was was it even a 2 gigs? I don't even know if it was 2 gigs. All right. I will have to do the specs. Let me see. But it worked. It works to this day if you want to make it a hold up, let me see. This bad boy is still working to this day. 1 gig of RAM. 1 gig of RAM. Let me do this. Let me see something. Because I'm going to show y'all something. Guess who was behind it? What'd that say? Nvidia took the concept. So could we call the Nvidia Shield copycats? I ain't gonna say, but they took the same concept, umped it on the RAM, umped it up on the storage, and look what was behind it: the Nvidia GeForce. All right. So again, and this come from the Ouya. Some of y'all don't know about this device because y'all might have got into the cord cutting a little late. But this device, look, I played my Miss Pac-Man on this bad boy. Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Super Mario Brothers. We played everything on this bad boy. Anything retro. Galaga, Burger Time, Space Invaders, Centipede. I played everything on this device right here. And yes, this device did have a USB. But guess who took the concept? Look, 2013, it only lasted 2 years. When did the Nvidia Shield drop? The Nvidia Shield came out in 2000 because they started struggling. The reason they started struggling because other devices started to get better, right? It started to get better. It started to get competitive out there. All right. It started to get a little bit competitive. But Ouya took it. They made a lot of money off of it. And look, it was running Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. Now, again, I wouldn't use this device for nothing else but retro gaming because to this day it still works and it has the this is a Bluetooth controller. But we all know what happened, right? We all know what happened, don't we? Straight got him. We all know what happened. All right. Now they trying to be cute with this, just showing that. But for us veterans, we knew the Shield TV came with a controller. All right. It came with a controller. Let me see if I can find it too. It came with, they actually had a couple of things. Let me see. The tablet. I don't know why it's not, but I do this. It came with a controller just like what you see right here. It came with a controller. This was the first controller before, and again, this goes to the tablet. Some of y'all didn't know that the Nvidia Shield Nvidia actually had a tablet that was very popular. If I'm not mistaken, I think Steve Cornelius still has it. And I'm gonna have to hit him up and say, hey man, do that tablet still work? Because he used to use that bad boy. He told me that bad boy was powerful and everything. I'm gonna send him a text message. I'm gonna send him a text message right now. I'm gonna just ask him. I'm gonna say, hey Steve, let me hit him up. Steve, let me go to my contact. Steve. I got to call Steve too. There you go. Let me talk to him. What up, Steve? I'm a, do you still have the Nvidia tablet? If so, does it still work? If so, does it still work? Now, if that bad boy worked, I'm gonna say work like a charm. All right. I just text Steve. I'm gonna see if Steve say anything. I'm gonna see. You say they used to come with two remotes? Mine's didn't. I think mine's only came. If you're talking about the Nvidia Shield, mine's came with one remote, if I'm not mistaken. I say, is it supposed to be the next Shield at Superdell? Is it supposed to have Tegra Chip 2 in it? I was looking in the news on Cash App. That's where I saw it. No, it's supposed to be another Nintendo Switch #2, but it's going to be an even better processor. The chip is going to be, I think it's the Tegra X2, but the whole discussion is, was they going to make it Android based, where we can mod it, we can do whatever we want to it, just like how we could do the Nvidia Shield as far as adding apps. That's was unknown. Those are the questions everybody had right there. I don't know yet, but that if they listen, if they make that device, right? If they make that Nintendo Switch with the Tegra, rather it have Tegra 1, Tegra 2 in it, but they make it open source, meaning it comes where you can sideload applications and stuff like that. Oh my goodness. We gonna have a problem on our hand. we will have a problem on our hand, DJ Black Tiger. But we knew about this like 3 to 4 years ago, because that's when the discussion, that's what we were. That was one of the major discussions right there. What up, though, Huff? What's good? Yeah, hey, listen, Nvidia, Nvidia straight jack the concept of the Ouya. Yes. Yes. And look, Stream Sing, what up, though, Jeff? We found this out last year. We were doing the research, and I was talking about the Ouya. I bullcrap you not. I was talking about the Ouya. And we came to Wikipedia, and we was looking at it, bro, going through it. And then, because you see they raised 8.5 million. Crazy they raised that money to make these units. And we was going down, and we did a live show on it. And I'm going down, I'm like, okay, yeah, and I say, yeah, Nvidia kind of took the concept, but then that's when I found out, Nvidia was actually part of it. They were part of it. Look at that. That was what was inside of the Ouya. Yep. And I'm like, hold up. Steve just hit me back, guys. He said, no, bro, it was freezing up and running slow. And I didn't. He said it got old. I'm going to say, did you try factory reset? I'm telling him, I'm live talking about, I'm on live. I'm gonna say they miss you too, man. I'm gonna say the cord cutting community miss you. All right. I said, did you try factory resetting it? I'm gonna say I'm on the live. The core, I'm putting the cord cutting community misses you, and hey, look, I know I'm gonna tell them that y'all said hello, even though I know y'all will say hello. All right, because I know some of y'all gonna be like, tell Steve hello. Tell Steve I say what's up. Yeah, Luce, they used to come. I know my Nvidia Shield came both. The Ouya came with. Did my Ouya come with 1 or 2 controllers? I know my Nvidia Shield came with 1. I don't know about my Ouya though. But again, and again, we was doing one of them shows, and we were just having a conversation, and I look, and I said, "You mother." I said, so Nvidia. I said, okay, look at that. I said, hold up. I said, hold up. So again, they discontinued July 27, 2015. And the Nvidia Shield, boy, I tell you, May 28th. Look at that there. Oh man, look at that there. Let me see. Yeah, ultimate. Yeah, he's a yeah. That's my dude. Like I said, we don't talk a lot like we used to, but we hit each other up like once every 2-3 months. Sometimes we get on the phone, or sometimes we just send each other a chat, a little text. I'm gonna get him on here though. What up, though? What's good? I'm gonna get him on here. I'm gonna get him on here. Yeah. At one time they were top of the line. Yup. I wanted one too, Dave, but I was like, eh. When I saw the price, I said, hold up, for a tablet? You say, no doubt Steve Cornelius is missed. He was one of the first guys I followed back in the day. Absolutely. I'm gonna try to get him on the show, man. I'm gonna try to get him on the show. You say you be talking to Steve on Twitter? That's what's up. I didn't know he was on Twitter. What's up, Loomis? Loomis, ain't your birthday? Is your birthday today, or is it tomorrow? Ain't your birthday today, Loomis? Will we still be able to sideload third-party apps on the TL Stream 4K, since we all know what Amazon Fire Sticks are getting ready to do? Absolutely, absolutely. You can still sideload. You can still sideload, Jamie. Absolutely, Jamie. You can still sideload TiVo because it's running Android TV OS. So anything Google TV or Android TV OS, you can still run it. Yes. Yeah, mine came with one remote. Absolutely, it did. I know, man. It's hard to catch up with Steve, man. Steve, I got to give like a month notice for Steve. Cause he, if I'm not mistaken, he worked afternoons. And so the day I go live, I think like right now, I believe he's at work. Cause if he is at home, we would have been going back and forth, but he taking what, 5-10 minutes to respond. So I know he's at work. Dale, do you have a budget-friendly screen recorder for posting videos? I moved and lost it. Don't want to spend another 70. What's the AGP Tech? I'm sure I'm spelling it wrong. A budget-friendly screen recorder. For what device? Are you talking about tell me what device you're trying to record, and I can definitely give you some options. Tell me what device you want to record other than your phone. You say, yeah, Steve, I remember when I first got that, and Steve was like, Dale, no, that was on the router. He was like, Dale, don't get the router. But like I said, I had that that Nvidia Shield. I was one of the first, if not the first 3, I was number 4. That's just how I was. It was not a lot of information on the Nvidia Shield at that time. Yeah, he haven't responded back. He'll probably respond back. What's up, Miss Octavia? What's up, baby? Shout out to the Stream Machine up in this joint. You say your birthday April the 12th? All right. Loomis, is today your birthday? Oh, it was April the 7th. Oh, he just responded, guys. He just responded. He just responded. He said, yeah, I know. I did everything to save her. He said, tell everyone I said I miss and love them, and I hope them and their families are doing great. So that's Steve right there. I ain't gonna show you his number, but I can show you you know, we be kicking it. I just want to make sure I ain't got his number up here. And so as you see, Steve in Chicago. Y'all see it right there. Let me see if I can get, you know how that glare is when you're on your phone. I know y'all probably can't see it, but just know, I don't know, this is on the phone, but just know that, yeah, we kick it. Yup. So he responded like, "What up, though? Happy birthday, Loomis. Belated." That was yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday. See, I knew your birthday was coming up. And it came, happy birthday, Loomis. You want me to sing to you, Loomis? I'll sing to you. You want me to sing to you, baby girl? I'll sing. I only sing to Loomis. Happy birthday. That's only if she want me to hurt her ears and break her TV screen. That is the only way, Loomis. Only if you say, yeah, they'll sing. I will sing. Hey, Steve is the reason I have 3 shields in the house and the reason I found out about Superdell. Yeah, hey, Will, that's crazy because I'm the one that brought him on, right? But he was talking that code. See, we did things so differently. He did his on YouTube, and I was out here in these streets. But when we come together, oh my goodness, man, listen, we was this close from doing something. Like we was real close, real close. And he was like, "Dale, yeah." I said, "I don't know, Steve. I don't know." I said, "I don't know, man." But we was this close. But then some things we just helped each other out. Hey man, I'm in the bind, man. You know, and we just, that's how we broke bread. But I'm probably gonna go, me and my wife, we gonna go to Chicago. I'm gonna let him know early enough. That way he can take the day off and stuff like that. That way we ain't out there on 63rd Street bouncing around like little kids. And I'm not walking with a limp. My ankle ain't swelled up. Like, still don't know how I did it. I think it just popped or something. I don't know. But shout out to my boy, man. That's my boy, man. We used to be, man, y'all just don't know. Y'all, listen, let's just say that if me and Steve stayed in the same city, oh, it would have been ugly. We would have took the city over. We would have took the city over. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, Steve. I say, Steve, man, you go back to some of y'all who may not know, I will show you Steve. All right. I'll show you Steve Cornelius. Let's see if he still got his channel up. Let me see. All right, let me see. Let me see when Steve did his last video. It's been over 3 years. 3 years. This is our guy right here. This is Steve right here. I'm the reason why y'all got to know Steve. Right? I'm the reason. Y'all got to know him. And Steve came out doing his thing. Again, me and Steve used to do a lot of things in the background. But I'm going to do this. Let me see this right quick. I'm going to go to his oldest videos. Man, look, he used, he used to do it on his phone. And the thing about Steve, right? Look at this, man. Look at the quality. Look at this stuff. He used to hold his phone and he'll be doing it, right? He'll be doing his video and he'll be like, oh man. And he'll forget that he's actually filming. And he'll be like, man, my arm hurt. I got to hurry up and finish. Well, guys, this is the box I use. This he'll be talking to himself and forget that he's live. But yeah, man, we used to break it down over here. And again, look at him. Android TV box starter kit. And over here, you see he got a camera. He got a USB hub, a controller, and also because at the time Steve stayed in an apartment, so he couldn't run wires up and under, and he didn't have a basement, so he used these power line adapters. That's what you see over here. All right. Those are good too for people who stay in condos, who stay in apartments and things like that. You can use power line adapters. We'll talk about that because we ain't talked about that in a while. That way you get off Wi-Fi and you can actually trick your device into thinking it is hardwired, but it's not traditionally hardwired. The data runs through your electrical lines and it doesn't make your bill or anything like that goes up, but data is just transferred. Instead of data being transferred through an Ethernet, it partially uses your interior electrical wires inside of your apartment or your condo or your house, because some of y'all got drywall in your basement and there's no way you can just drill a hole in the ceiling, right? So you have to figure out little things you can do to make it work. But yeah, Steve, man, it used to be so funny. So when you go, man, you can go back to some of these old videos. Oh my goodness. And I say, man, you got to go live. You got to start doing it. And he just started getting better. And some of this stuff, like I told him to get, like I might have told him to get the power line adapter. I think he was already up on the Logitech. Now, as far as controllers, he knew what controllers that you can get, things like that. But then once he got up on the Nvidia Shield, and you see, he talked about the Nvidia Shield a lot. But his claim to fame, which the videos are no longer available on his channel, was Kodi. And yes, I still have this controller. As you see, like that's pretty much what he talks about. A lot of his videos has been taken down because it had, Kodi on there, and they came after him. Yep. And so again, we just chopped it up. We used to chop it up. So I used to make special guest appearances and things like that and stuff like that. But that was my guy right there. Let me see on Popular. And so like I said, look at him. He got 233,000 views. And again, I used to tell him like, hey man, get on YouTube, make some extra money. And he actually listened. It's just that his specialty was Kodi, and he took off. He took off like a rocket. Look, I'm gonna just tell you this. Back in them days, I believe on YouTube, Steve was probably making $6,000 to $7,000 a month. I'm gonna say 5 to 7. I'm gonna just say 5 to 7,000 a month. Because he was doing them Kodi, and at that time, Kodi was everything. Kodi, everything. And when YouTube and Kodi, everybody had to remove him, he almost lost his channel because of that. So he called me. He was like, Dale, I just got a strike. I'm like, well, what's on your video? He said, it's Kodi. Is one of the bills. I said, Steve, you got to get that off of there. And like while we're talking, I'm at the job, we're talking. He say, dude, like, no, matter of fact, like a couple hours later, or maybe even a day later, he say, dude, I woke up to a second strike on one of them Kodys. He's like, man, I'm about to lose my channel. What should I do? I say, man, you got to remove anything Kody related. That's what I told him. You got to remove anything Kody related. All of that stuff. He is like, dude. And that's what kind of stopped him. He was like, man, forget it. And he, because that was his specialty. And people watched this channel for the Kody builds and the Nvidia Shield. And so when you take that away from him, that's what separated me and him. Like, because I would talk about devices and the hustle outside of your home, and he would talk about the Nvidia Shield and Kody. So that was his specialty. He loved Kody, man. He had it down packed so bad that he would every week he would talk about the same build and get 60,000, 70, 80,000 views. And we used to laugh about it. Y'all didn't know it, but we used to. I'd be like, man, dude, how you? He'd be like, Dale, I just say the same thing. He said, I might put supercharge. And when you look at the video, it's nothing really supercharged about it. It's the same video. And he would use certain keywords, supercharge, another build and stuff like that. It was funny. But we used to laugh. I'm like, dude. And I did a little bit of Kody builds and stuff like that. But majority of mine was like, different devices and, things like that. But yeah, it was funny though. I can't lie. I kind of miss him though. Just going live, and giving everybody that talk, inviting everybody over. And so y'all had, if y'all knew, if y'all follow me, before DST, who was me and Steve connected to? Another individual. Oh, some of y'all might know. I know Soul Bro might know. Who was we connected to? I just told him I just told Soul Bro I knew he knew it. But yeah, it was we used to be on, all three of us used to be on the three-way. All three of us be just kicking it. And then we found out DVD King was crazy. And then him and Steve fell out. And he cussed Steve, then me and DVD King. And, oh man, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. But this is what we thought. Like I said, look, I just believe, in my opinion, if DVD would have kept a level head, that boy would have definitely be big. Because I actually started off using his Kody build and Target. He had the gears, the Target in 1080p or something like that. Gears build. And I ate good. I remember when me and DVD got into it. I told him, I said, man, I ate so good off of your bill, and I didn't give you no money. DVD thought about it like, you mother, you dead. Man, I think I used to get like probably about like 30,000. I know at the time when I did the power build, that power build got me over 100. I think it was like 130,000 views off that power build. I bullcrap you not. Here he say DVD King steal your money and take your money and don't give you the product. That's why y'all got to be careful out here in these streets. You got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. But yeah, me, him, and Steve, we talk pretty much every single day. Every single day we talked. And so it was pretty cool, man. Like he had hit Steve, hey Steve, what you think about this, Steve? And then, hey, Dale, look, I just talked to Steve. What you think about this? You know, but yeah, man, I used to use them Cody builds, and I think Steve saw it like, damn, because remember, Steve wasn't doing videos yet, and Steve asked, I think he asked me, Dale, how much money you make? I think at the time I was just starting to get on. I say, man, shoot, they sent me a check like 2,200, and Steve was like, dude, for real? I'm like, yeah. He like, Dale. I was like, Steve, do it. Do it. And I think when he told me one of his big checks, man, I say, God. But I just believe he was doing, at his time, he was doing 5,000 to 7,000. I'm just not going to lie to you. I'm going to be honest. If I was doing anywhere between 3 and 4, and he doing the Cody, remember, I was doing everything, different gadgets and stuff. I wasn't just talking about Cody. All my Cody ones was doing numbers. But this is what he would do. And he would do it at least 4 to 5 times a week. And it just caught on, each one of them. Because he'd go through about 5, maybe 6. And then he'd come back and be like, supercharged. Supercharged. And it'd be the same video. And people would come to it and be like, oh, for real? And you look at the comments, thanks, Steve, you the greatest. And he really told you about the same video he did like 4 or 5 days ago. He just named it differently. It might have did it a different way. Instead of going into movies, he probably started off in TV shows and stuff like that. It was crazy. But he laughed all the way to the bank. We both did, man. It was crazy. But that just goes to show you, man, once you put your mind to it, you could do anything. Because he didn't know that he was like, he was nervous. He didn't know it or anything. And I walked him right through it. I said, don't worry about it, man. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. And he did it until he caught on, and the rest was history. Yeah. Damn, he got you too, Miss Octavia? Damn, Harry, he got you too? God, I'm not laughing at y'all, but it's, man, look, I got so many emails with DVD King on there. God. But DVD would tell you, hey, you're crazy enough to, and oh man, y'all remember when he got old boy for who was that? He got somebody for like a PS5 or something. Oh man, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. He don't got a few people. He done got a few people. And then he told him on the live show, since you talking smack, I was about to send you your money. You ain't getting nothing now. I said, boy, yeah, I think my man sent, I can't remember who it was. I think it was about $600, $700, maybe $800, something like that. That was a lot of bread. A lot. Damn. He ain't get me, Will. And look, again, I'm not laughing at y'all, but he never got me. I never sent him no money nor anything like that. Cause after the first couple of times, I was like, nah, he did call me and ask me for, hey, Dad, I promise I said, let me think about it. And I never returned his call. He said, hey, Dad, let me, hey, look, let me do this. I say, nah, man, no. I say, I really don't be doing that, man, because I don't want that to come. It's hard to catch up with somebody when you in another state, man. It's hard to catch up with somebody, man. I say, nah, I say, I'll call you back, let you know. I ain't never called him back. You say, how could you let someone speak on your show that does that to people? Because Harry, it's my show. No disrespect, but part of my what I used to tell everybody, if you followed me, I always said be careful who you dealt with. All right. This wasn't last year or 2 years ago, wasn't DVD's first go around. It wasn't. It wasn't. And I used to let everybody know, be careful, you know. And if you do somebody like that once, and believe me, I guarantee, Harry, you heard that he did folks wrong. He used to go, listen, he used to go live, right? He used to go live. And he would tell you, yeah, I got him. And people still gave him the money. So a lot of people probably been on my show that's probably not been, you know, I don't know their backgrounds, They probably did some things in the background. I don't discriminate, it's to educate. And when I brought him on my show, which he's been on my show plenty of times, I let anybody know, be careful who you're dealing with. Because somebody say I'll give you a brand new Cadillac, if it sounds too good to be true, then it's probably untrue. And he used to listen. He used to be on the show, and he would tell you. And people would come on there all throughout his chat. You scammed me. You scammed me. You scammed me. You scammed me. You never gave me. And he'd be like, yeah, well, you ain't getting nothing. So, again, no disrespect, but my show is my show. He didn't get me. But the whole point is to educate. And when I brought people onto my show, that everything is a risk. Everything is a risk. And that's why I said it plenty of times. I used to give people a heads up. Hey, man, listen, don't do it. Learn how to do it yourself. All right. Part of my channel is you doing it yourself, not trusting somebody else to do it. So if individuals went over there and trusted him, it's not my fault, because I'm always telling everyone to do it themselves. So it's that's just how it is, but yeah, I did a show with him asking him them questions, and yeah, he responded. He said, look, they crazy enough, they know I'm crazy. He would tell you. He would tell you, hey man, I take your money and people still send the money. So he always been controversial, but that's why you have my channel, because you won't need his service or no other person's service, because you would do it yourself, Harry. That's how you do it. And that's how I've been promoting my channel for like the last 4 years, maybe 5 years. Do it yourself. Get it yourself. Learn how to do it yourself. And that's what majority of people do, Unfortunately, some people don't listen. Listen, some people even tried to give him a chance. He wouldn't do it to me. He know who I am. And yes, he got, people got. You got to be careful out here. Because again, you don't know where that cat stay. You don't know where he come from. You don't, you don't want to be that person that just, even if you find out where he stay, what you gonna do? Go to his house? That would be dangerous. Unless you got the police with you. Because I'm not just gonna show up to somebody's house. Dude, you got the money and all that. And let me tell you how crazy it was. He even put his address out there. People even put his address out there. And he would tell you, come to my house. Now, I don't know what he had, or was it really his house? But people would be like, I dare you come to my house. He'll tell you, here go my phone number. Call me. Come to my house. I'll be waiting for you. Yeah, you be like, all right, so, and I'm talking about he did it for years, but again, you got to be careful in these streets. Everybody that sells something, I don't go and jump on there. If I see something that I like, just like I mentioned earlier, when I saw Target do the multi-view, I'm like, "Man, I pay an extra $20, $25 for that. There gotta be a way." And I did my research, Harry. So not to just point you out, but you said, how can I have them on the show? I'm just trying to educate you. Something that, everybody has a price, right? But there are ways you can eliminate that price if you do the research. Yep, you do the research. That way you don't get got or anything like that. Believe me, you're not the first one. I got plenty of emails. Plenty of emails. I got more than 100 emails just on him alone. And some people will be like, hey man, Dale, you had him on your show. Yeah, I had him on the show. But I never told y'all to get a service. I never, ever, ever told y'all to get a service. He was trying to get me to buy the service. And I had to tell him, I say, why will I get your service and I got my own movie library? That what? He like, I'll give you a good deal. What type of deal you can give me that I can, all the movies that you got. Now, he was the first with all them black movies. Some stuff you never heard of, like Frog in the Hood, crazy movies. You be like, what the heck? That they made on their smartphones and stuff like that. Now, he was the first on that. But again, you had to, it is what it is, you had to just listen and watch, just give a person a little bit, just watch a person. Don't be the first one to jump out that door. Oh, he got this. No, watch the person, see if it's a quality product. Look in the comments. Look in the comments. Look in the comments. If you see a bunch of scamming and all that stuff, then you might not want to go that route, but it is what it is. He used to, I'm telling you, he used to have all them black movies and, all that stuff. He was the first to do that. That's what set him apart, because that was a lane for, urban content. That was a lane. Yep. Yep. So, not to go at you, Harry, but again, you can't question nobody. Why would you have that type of dude on your show? It's my show. And I could welcome anybody on here. Not to throw shade at you, Harry, but that's just, it was honestly to educate y'all, to see what he was doing. And again, if you followed him, he'd do it on his own show. And you saw it'd be about 20, 30 people in there. And shoot, 16 of them was calling him scamming. Man, I paid you, you ain't get it. All right, since you yelling at me, since you cussing at me, you ain't getting nothing. Nah, like what? You ain't getting no refund or nothing. So, yep. So that's why you have to be careful. All right. And everybody, you're not the first. You're probably not gonna be the last. But you learn from it, Harry. You learn. You learn. Now you should be over there getting your own product, though. If you follow me, you forget that. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody Plex. I don't need nobody MB. I don't need none of that. Now, do people actually suggest their stuff to me? Absolutely. I'll take a peek at it. At the end of the day, it ain't nothing like your own. That's how my pops always raised. My pops raising me. He say, hey, look, God blesses the child that got his own. I think that was a song or something like that, because he used to always say it. But he used to say, son, when you got your own, can nobody tell you no? And when I was little, I was like, what? I didn't understand it. He said, when you got your own, can't no one tell you no? And I was young. This was like 7, 8. And I got a teenager, and he used to say, when you got your own, can't nobody tell you no. And then it started sinking in like 17, 18. You're like, son, when you got your own house, you can go home. You can kick people out your house. You don't need nobody at your house. When you got your own car, you can leave when you want to. Can't nobody tell you no. If you be like, hey man, I want to go to the store, you ain't got to worry about nobody saying, nah, man, I don't feel like it. I'm tired. You're going to have to wait till tomorrow. You just get up and get your own. You get up like, oh, shoot, this is, you got your own girl. You got your own girlfriend. You got your own boyfriend, your partner. You ain't got to worry about nobody else telling you no. All right. Every now and then she might say no. I'm tired. But at the end of the day, it's you. It's you and her. Right. Um, so that's the same thing about everything. When you get your own, you control it, you manage it, you respect it, and it's yours. And you make it look however you want to. So if you want a house and you want to paint every room in your house orange, who gonna tell you no? It's your house. If you want to put a chandelier in every room, even the kitchen, who gonna tell you no? It's yours. So that's all I'm trying to say. When you got your own, can nobody tell you no? So stop depending so much on individuals. Get your own modem, get your own router. That goes the same way. Because these cable companies can tell you something. They can tell you something different. They'll be like, nah, we ain't gonna up your speed. Oh, nah, we ain't giving you no Wi-Fi. When you got your own, you can make changes. You know what? I'm out of here. I go with somebody who respect me more and got a little bit of dignity and responsible and respect. You got your own and you can do it at your own. Not everybody got Wow or Spectrum, Comcast, Cox. Not everybody got the Verizon. No, they ain't got that. Some people actually get by on their phone and it works for them. It's theirs. And they okay with it. So again, it is what it is. What up, Dale? Hope all is well with you and your family, and happy early birthday and many more. God bless. Thank you, Fred. For some of y'all who may not know, yes, your boy will be turning the big 4-9 come Wednesday. I might come on here and do a show. I don't know. I might get on here. Your boy turning the big 4-9, but not next year. I got to go out, boy. I got to do it big. I don't know. I might live stream my own birthday party. I might even throw myself a surprise birthday party for myself. Because can't nobody tell me no. So, Top Cat, big salute. Big salute. Thank you for the donation. Always showing some love. Always showing some love. But yes, absolutely. I turned 49 this coming Wednesday. I don't know if I'm going to work or if I don't know. I haven't decided yet. My kids keep asking me what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just one of them really when it falls in the middle of the week. Now, if it was on a Friday, Saturday, yeah, I'll probably hit a spot. But maybe this weekend, I'll probably dip to a spot, just to go get out the house because it's supposed to be like 70 degrees. It was 72 degrees here in Detroit today, and we had that solar eclipse. Did y'all get to see the solar eclipse? It got a little spooky around here, but this is not my first eclipse. We actually had one back in 96, 97, 98, somewhere around there. We had a full eclipse where we got to see it, here. Let me see. Oh, I'm gonna type it in full eclipse in Michigan during the 90s. I can't even spell eclipse. Y'all won't even believe what I just. Yep, it was a total eclipse on February the 26th, 1998. Nope, 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 oh, nope, nope, nope. My bad. It was September. Nope, nope. It was 19. Yeah, that was right. That was right. 19 February 26th, 1998. 1998. They said the next time we are having an eclipse in Michigan is September 14th, 2099. But did y'all see the eclipse? Was it good or? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I saw all type of stuff. People, oh, you don't drive your car. I gassed up during the eclipse. I ain't gonna lie. He say, hey, Dave say, hey, you just a wee lad. Hey, yeah, man. I'm getting there, almost 50 years old, man. That's crazy. And I be seeing myself, I be looking in the mirror, I be seeing the little bags, the little lines when you smile on your eyes. And then everybody get this crease right here. I remember when I ain't had no crease. But you see, it's starting to get thick too. Hey, it's starting to get thick right there. Yeah. Hey, look, it's getting thick. You know, that's when you know. When you start getting them lines that go down, yeah, man. Yeah. I got a couple little gray hairs. Just a couple. They be trying to come in. I want a gray one too, but it only two of them come in. I ain't getting no mustache till I was almost 30 years old. Ain't that something? Hey Dale, we know you won't have a live show like Bo. Hey Cordelia, you don't want a live show. Bo don't want a live show. Oh, we done had them live shows, Cordelia. Listen, I did a live show years ago, and I think I don't know, Miss Octavia, you remember that? I know Gail will remember it. When I did a live show, got tore up. I think was it my birthday? I got tore up. Went upstairs on a live feed, left Real. I think it was Real Bo Trooper. This was back in the day. This was back when it was fun doing these cord cutting shows. All these individuals was on the live, right? I went upstairs. I felt it hit me, right? I was like, damn. I said, I'll be back. I went upstairs and went to sleep. I think I was gone for about, I think I might have been gone almost an hour. And my wife came home. She knew I was messed up. She was like, and she came by the kitchen, and this is when the setup was on the other side of the basement. This is when I used to do green screens. That's why I say, oh man, I made a mistake and activated. I used to do the green screens, right? And she said, "Are you still live?" I said, "Huh?" She said, "Are you still live?" I said, "Yeah." I say, "They still down there?" Man, listen, it was real because the guys wasn't paying attention. It was a light that pointed at me, two lights that pointed at me, and it was the green screen. It was the green curtain behind me. Boy, I tell you, when I tell you, I try. Let me tell you, hey Cordelia, imagine having a green screen. I was off the camera. I was off the camera. Look, I tried to end it, and I was doing like this. I was trying to reach, right? I was so drunk. I was trying to reach across and hit the end, but I was just going to end the live. And I guess Real saw the head or the shadow, and none of the guys was paying attention. And I'm reaching and I'm reaching, and she said, "Y'all see that?" And again, it was, man, this was old school. Trooper was on the live, Real, Bo. Oh man, it was so many people. It was, and it was like probably about 150 people, 200 people in there. And she said, "Y'all see that?" And I was trying to reach over and hit the button. And she say, "Negro, we see you." Oh. She say, "Dale, we see you." And oh my goodness, man, I had to take it like, and then that's, you know, I just fell into sleep, fell in the chair like this and was just laughing. They knew I was gone. And I was sitting up there like this. We used to have the video. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know. It might still be up here. I don't know. But boy, that was funny. We done had some funny, oh my goodness. And then I told my wife, I said, "I'm hungry." I said, "I want some White Castles." And she went, she went and got the White Castles. And the White Castle set, man, I was tore up. I ain't never getting like that. And that was because what we used to do, Cordelia, it'd be me, J Mac, Trooper, Real. But I don't know if Real was really drinking that heavy because her daughter was young. Her daughter was young. So I don't think if she did a shot, she did one shot. Um, who else? I don't know if LJ was on there drinking with us. He might have been. He might have took a shot. And we used to all be on a live feed. And everybody would have their glass, you know, crown and all of that. Everybody put it in there. Oh my goodness. Them was the days back then. Everybody toss up. I was gone. Them was the good old days right there. So what you saw with Bo, it happened to me first. It was bad, Cordelia. I'm telling you, if you would have saw that, you would have like, damn, he messed up. And I was sitting up in the chair. We done had some funny moments. We done had people who fell asleep. They got drunk and fell asleep. Everything, man. I'm telling you, on definitely a part of DST, we done had some Real got messed up. I don't think LJ ever got messed up. He might have got a buzz, but other than that, it was like J Mac been a few times on his birthday. Bo, and Bo ain't even no drinker. Me and Bo like in the same boat. We don't drink. We're not no drinkers. So when we do drink, yeah, it gets bad. It gets bad. It gets bad. But yeah, man, that stuff, man, that was crazy. And look, I think I even went to work like a couple days later and watched that live. And man, when I tell you they didn't know why I was laughing, because I went to that part where I tried to sneak down and hit the button just to end the show. And Real was like, "Negro, we see you. What are you doing?" And I knew I was caught because you could hear the audio and everything. I just fell asleep. I mean, I fell in the seat and man just bust out laughing. Yeah, it was crazy. Hey, listen, Cordelia, if you would have been back there in them days, I'm talking about it'll be 8, 9 of us on the live. And everybody will pour their drink and hit that boy. And you start seeing it too. I mean, take another one. And let me tell you how they use, and I'm gonna tell you who used to start this. Trooper, for if you know Trooper, he used to be like, if you send him a donation, he got to take a shot. That first year, I think that first couple years I did it. I said, I'm not doing that no more, man, because I would be messed up. I'm talking about like them guys, they can drink. I could not drink. Yup, I could not drink. And he used to tell everybody, send a donation and he'd take a shot. Because he knew I couldn't drink and he would see me get messed up. So it was funny back in them days. It's a sad thing that everybody kind of like scattered and went their own way. But it was, man, them days was the funnest. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Just having everybody and just getting messed up. Oh my goodness. It was bad. It was bad. Well, them, them, man, I used to wake up with the worst hangovers, man. Listen, I got blitzed so bad. They got me messed up so bad. I think I went upstairs and I laid on the floor. I couldn't get comfortable, so I got to the couch. And then I was asleep. And then all of a sudden, I jumped up because I felt myself getting ready to the Earl, aka throw up. I went outside on the front porch. It had to be about 4 o'clock in the morning. Man, talking about just Earling. Oh my goodness. Just them was the days back then. I was hurt. I was outside on the porch, leaned over where our flowers grow in the front of the house. Man, I'm talking about that vomit was just coming out. It was like crown apple and vomit. Just I'm talking about spraying out. And man, I was tore up. So them was the days. Them was the days back then. That's when, like I said, it wasn't no agenda or anything like that. Those were the fun times of cord cutting. And then y'all know what happened. Oh man, y'all know it. Maybe I don't know. I may take a couple shots Wednesday. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna even take a shot because I plan on going to work the next day. So I don't know. Usually I do. Now if it was a Friday, I would definitely take a few shots. But you know, on a Wednesday, middle of the week, I got to go to work. You know, so I don't know. Yeah, we used to have so much fun. I've been watching some years. I just never commented. Hey, Cordelia, if you would have saw them shows, yeah. On birthdays, yeah. Look, we done saw it where guys got drunk. They done got up, pants half off they behind, cause drunk on live. Went there, took a piss. It was fun. Listen. It was fun back in them days. Just seeing individuals, like getting messed up on a live, trying to have a live show. And man, it was them was the fun days. Them was the fun days. Now everybody, like I say, everybody's scattered now. Like I say, agendas and disagreements and disrespectful individuals. Jealousy, envy, not towards me, but just throughout the cord cutting community. And that's why I always say you can't, the cord cutting community is the most cutthroat community, I believe, on YouTube, because That's just what they do. They, cut you out, take your video, use it against you. It was just a lot going on. So Bo was so drunk he was next to the toilet. I think Bo fell out either in the hallway, and shoot, it took. I think his brother had to assist him. Bo was missing for about 30 minutes. I think he went and laid down right in the hallway. Then, if I'm not mistaken, I think he went and he was vomiting in the toilet. So I went outside. I was like, forget that, because I ain't trying to clean up nothing. And I think his brother had to clean all that stuff up. I said, forget that. I went right outside. And that sucker was, and I was standing there, and it was just coming out. And then nobody see me, but my wife saw all the throw up. I said, yeah, I threw up outside. She said, what? I said, yeah, all in front of the house, out there where the munch and all of that is at. She went out. She was like, man. So yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. So it was crazy. We do it for time. Everybody done got a little older now. So everybody be like, I can't get it. Yeah, say when Bo brother had to end his life. Yeah, Bo brother had to end his life about 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago. Yeah, he definitely. It was crazy. It was crazy. But we might get together. I don't know. I know next year though. I don't know if I'll be doing no live. I'm gonna try to do a live, but when I turn 50, it's on and popping. It's on. I don't even know. I might, man. I'm gonna probably be out somewhere. I don't know where I'm gonna be at, but it won't be here. I'll tell you that. It won't be here. Yeah, so but check it out. It is what? Dang, it's already 10 o'clock. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll see if they come on. I'll see if they come on and we just kick it. We'll probably talk about some fun times back in the day. Yeah. If I'm able to go live, because I don't know what they got planned for me. They keep asking me where I want to go and eat. I say, look, you can give me a Coney Island. Go to Coney Island, give me a double cheeseburger, deluxe with chili cheese on the fries. Just throw a candle on that bad boy. One candle. They was like, that's so ghetto. I said, but it is what it is. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Top Cat, salute again. I appreciate it. I thank you, thank you, thank you. Fred Harris, salute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yep. So guys, I just wanted to reminisce a little bit, have a little fun. We got the data out there. So for individuals, if you came in late, you want to know some great devices to use when collecting, your media content. Definitely go back to the show. Other than that, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Hopefully, y'all got to see the eclipse today. For the little time it was there, and have fun. Um, she said, "What happened to the steak?" I don't know. Oh no. I mean, I get steak so much now. Yeah, but honestly, I'm an easy guy. I don't. I do. We get lots of steaks when we go out. You know, but now I'm looking so forward to that 50th, Miss Octavia. You know, but I do believe definitely every man need a steak on his birthday. Absolutely. I just don't know if I'm gonna get a steak because we get it so much when we go out. Shoot, at one time though, woo, I think that was a what 24 ounce. Woo, and it was thick. Hold up, let me see. I think it was a 24 ounce. Oh my goodness, from the steakhouse. Yeah, it was a 24 ounce, man. We got, oh my goodness. Oh, Miss Octavia, I couldn't even finish it all. But that bad boy, my food, I always get it well done. I don't do that medium well. I don't like none of that pink stuff. I don't do that. I don't like no blood, none of that. I don't care what y'all say, cause I know how y'all be. It's the minerals, it's the vitamin. I can care less what y'all talking about when it comes to medium well and all that. Nah, hell no. Nah. I need mine well done with some A1 steak sauce. Either I'm gonna go with the mashed potatoes or yeah, mashed potatoes. Oh my goodness, man. Smash. Well, but I had a big, I think that steak cost me about $60, $70. But it was well worth it though. That was the big, I'm talking about, man, about that thick. Some of them steaks be about that thin or something like. But I got one about, it had to be about that thick. Oh my goodness. And I'm sitting there, man, that was some good eating. Yeah. Yeah, I like my steak like my woman. Okay, media outlet, I got you. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. For y'all who don't know, y'all, you got to read in between the lines, all right? Some of y'all may get it. Some of y'all might not. Y'all might be like, what is he talking about? I know it. Hey, good one, media. Good one, good one, good one. Say, I like it. Good one. I like my steak like my woman. All right. Nothing wrong with it. You're right. Going left. We going left, right? All right, guys. We gonna end it on that note. Media, boy, media, that was a good one. That's something Soul Bro would have said or something. That's something Soul Bro would have came out and said. But hey, shout out. Look, oh man, yeah, that. Hey, we gonna end it on that note right there, guys. Hey, love y'all. Might go live tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Just make sure you got your notifications on, and we're gonna enjoy ourselves like we always do. Salute to everybody, the replay gang. Thank y'all, because I know y'all gonna come through and watch as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and we'll go from there. I see y'all on the next one, guys. I am out this joint.